I made a review on this game like 4 years ago because I tried it back then. I only tried it for a day, this game, and I made a review on it. I think I was just pressed for time and that's why I quit it. I don't remember if there was anything bad about the game, but basically you got all these different classes you can create. I swear to God, there's even more now. They're just adding more over time. What I made was an assassin. That's what I made the first time I played, because the archer is gender locked and I didn't want to play a female. So I made an assassin. And I remember very well what playing the assassin was like. I remember the issues, I remember the fun parts. It was a very fun class. And creating a character is not particularly in-depth. You got some presets, all presets. You have 3 presets for like everything. You got some colors. And that's really about it. It's a pretty simplistic character creator. Not that the characters really look good anyway. But I remember having a lot of fun when I played this game, albeit it was for a day. I gave it a positive review when I did play it. I forget if I ran into a point where I just needed players to do something, or if I just was on a time crunch. I feel like I was just on a time crunch. So I deleted my old character, my assassin, and I went ahead and I made a new character, and I'm going to say fuck it to the gender lock, and I'm just going to play the class that I want to play and deal with being a she-male, and we're going to be an archer, because I love playing archers in games. Alright, let's go. Oh, nice! I can move while shooting? A lot of archer classes are pretty static. Although the range seems crazy short. Man, I'm being celebrated. This is like a welcome back thing. But I'm being celebrated. You get like a welcome back quest or something that gives you some special rewards now. Alright, so I get a gold pouch. Coming back. Event returned hero step 1. Got it. No, I don't want that. Main quest below your returned hero character's level will be cleared automatically. Quests that have been cleared automatically cannot be taken again. Quest completion rewards for individual quests will not be rewarded. I don't want that. I don't want you to clear my main quests. Why would I? Imagine you went back to a game, and to welcome you back, there's an NPC that says, "Hey, I'll delete the main story if you want." And then imagine if there was no choice, and you're just like, well, fuck, what game is there to play if you clear the story? Wow, dude, they put a lot of effort into welcoming you back to the game. Jesus Christ. Are you reading my speech bubble? Yay! Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, they really want you to stay. Like, yay, they're back! Yay, stay! Please play the game. We're gonna throw you a party, alright? You want some pizza? You want a nice massage? Just keep the game running, okay? There's some big, like, welcome back thing that you get if you come back to the game. I only played it for, oh my god, what is all this? Holy shit. Premium VIP coupon package, skill up heraldry, returned heroes jewel, some tokens, 90 resurrection scrolls, scroll of unlimited unlearning, 30, what is this shit? So here's the cash shop, I guess. Every free-to-play game has a cash shop. Of course, at the start of it, we see a fucking maid outfit. Oh, and we can preview it on our character. So this is one of the most popular new limited edition things, a maid outfit. Level 15 or more level requirement for the armor itself. It does have stats by the looks of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna be overpowered for like, yeah. Oh, it has its own slots. It has its own unique slots, and it still adds stats, and you can have regular equipment that adds slots. Wait a minute. Too complex. This game has a lot of things to digest at once. Yeah, it kind of does, right? Hey, man, Jenkins, thanks for the follow. I'm going to be overpowered at the start. This is going to be a lot different of an experience than when I first tried this like 4 years ago for a day. Because I'm going to be overpowered at the start, I feel like. This is going to be fun. Whew. Look at that. Oh, man. I can tell inventory space is going to be a problem. What does the inventory slots look like? What does that amount to? Okay. So it looks like it's something like $5, I guess. Like $5 in order to get one of those big slots. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can fight on my mount? I can only run forward though. You can't like Okay, you have to use your mouse. You can only run forward. You can't like A and D to look around or move around. You can go forward and backwards, and that's it. 10,000 XP? Wait, this doesn't seem right. Is this because I'm a returning player, or is this really what they give you? 10,000 XP at like level 1? Party size 1 to 4. Fatigue consumed 600. Wait, what? Are you alright? Or are you alright? I don't remember having choices and dialogues in this game. Wow, another one of these things? And another 10,000 XP. That doesn't feel right. What? So that just... Okay, well. So I already hate how close my fucking range is. Like, what's the point of being an archer if you have to be an arm's length to attack something? Yo, who are you? You want to level up quickly? Finish main quests. You can't get XP from side quests? What? Okay, this girl wasn't here the first time I played. Why can you not get XP from side quests? What do you do the side quests for? I remember doing side quests when I last played this. So, the archer doesn't really have the problem that I have with the assassin, where if you're like inside of an enemy, you're not necessarily going to hit it, and then you're just going to go through it, like if you're too close. It has an inverse problem where if you're more than like 3 feet away, you just can't hit the enemy. So I don't need to use my skills because all this beginner gear has like buffed me up. I'm sure this is not the experience the game would have given me the first time I ever played it. Oh, hello, you just popped in. Woo. Dude, I'm gonna fucking one-shot you, aren't I? I remember this, too. I think I remember this. That's supposed to be like a big boss fight, your first ever boss fight. It's only like lasts like, 30 seconds tops or whatever, but it's hilarious how I just one-shot it. Everything just fucking died. Dungeon cleared. Are you gonna kick me out? I have to hand in that quest. What if I don't hand it in? Do you kick me out? Oh no, okay. 10 XP. 3 seconds, or you only give me 3 seconds? Okay, what? Oh! Wait, stop putting me on a timer! No, what was that? I don't know what just happened. Did I just get a longbow? I wanted a quiver. Well, they really didn't give me time there. You have like 3 seconds and you have to know what every item is just by looking at it. That's not cool. I wanted a quiver. Can I undo that? No? Alright, well, fuck. Shit, dude, I need to take Adderall to pick my fucking rewards or something. Because I didn't have a fucking chance. Oh, hey girl, how you doing? Hey, you look kind of like me with a different hairstyle and a fucking boob window. And bigger boots. Otherwise, we're the same. Is there a chat over my chat? Can't even see where I'm typing. Oh yeah, what the hell? Is that supposed to happen? What did I get? I got something. Was that an achievement? Newbie chatting complete. And another ticket. Aight. Okay, so I got a ticket for typing God Game Dragon Nest. What? Oh my god. Wait, was that like over here? Did it tell me to do that? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Holy fucking shit. They give you such crazy stuff now. When I first played the game, you actually had to play the game. They're just throwing shit at me. So they're like trying to get you through the starter content without actually squishing the content, you know? Wow. Oh my... Is this 10 timesing my stats? Holy shit, I thought these boosts were impressive. This fucking ring is amazing. At what level does this become worthless? That's my next question. Oh, I look like the master archer now. I got like the boob window and everything. Alright, what else? Green archer pants. Wait, those are pants? Looks like I took off my pants. Yeah. These pants are you taking off the closest thing you have to pants. Okay. I look cool now, dude. I mean, look at me compared to this bitch. I think I look cooler than her. And I'm only level 4. Yeah, my outfit looks better than hers. Oh my god, look at the fucking damage numbers. What game am I playing? Jesus Christ. Is there ever anything in these barrels, or am I destroying them for no reason? God, I remember having to play my class at the beginning. Wow, dude. I love how the pants I put on are literally just like, it's underwear with like thigh bracers. It's quite an outfit. Big AoE. Nice. I should try using my skills so that way by the time I actually need to use my skills, I don't wind up not knowing what any of my skills do, even though the game's just letting me spam to win. Why am I still destroying the crates? What's wrong with me? Yo, you got a big nose. I'm gonna one-shot you. Pew! Hey, it has my name on it. Okay, alright. Adderall mode activate. I'm gonna get a fucking reward that I want. I don't know. Oh, I used a magic wand to get an additional reward. That doesn't sound good. I don't even want these rewards. I guess I can upgrade this. It's whatever. It's a crossbow, but it still looks like a short bow. Oh, don't use the magic wand. I thought I was selecting my reward. I don't even know what a magic wand is. It's hard to get. Ugh. Well, shit. I wish the game told me that. I thought I was selecting my reward. I guess you just select it before it shows you. So I guess it's just kind of random to what you get. I think I understand it better now. God, just level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. This game really just rushes you through now. They throw so much stuff at you at the beginning and they just try to get you to the end game as fast as possible, I can tell. They literally prompt you with a feature to skip the main quests if you level up fast enough. I remember this. Wait a minute. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, auto run is E. Good to know. I remember this little thing. I used this footage in my review. I remember this. Hey, you want to die? You're dead. You're so here. Yep. Is this all? This is all a beginner's guide. This isn't even the welcome back to the game stuff. This is a beginner's guide, meaning everyone gets this overpowered shit. Everyone, not just returning players. Why does my hotbar keep resetting? Every time I change instances, my medicine is no longer on my hotbar. Do you want to level quickly? Finish main quests. You can't get XP from side quests. Why not? I like quests. Oh wait, this is supposed to be difficult? Kick! Kick! Sends messages to everyone in your current world. Wait, you need a special item just to speak in the world chat? That's kind of fucked up. I keep looking at the right of the screen and seeing like, it tells me like where to go. And it tells me how far I need to go to get there. And it's like 10M, 5M. And I keep thinking that it means like 5 million of something. I'm like, wow, that's pretty far. Lily! Wait, who's Lily? Oh, you're fucking dead. Oh! Oh! Here I come to the rescue. Oh no! Hey, what about my OP ring? The characters are like taking a little long to pop in. Oh, she said Timothy, not Lily. I see. The pop-in's kind of weird. Lunaria. This chick is familiar. I think I remember her from the last time I played the... Wow, you're tall compared to me. I think I remember her. I think she was like really sassy. You clear main quest in Althea, no space. Crystal Point, no space, as reward. She's looking at me. How long will you stay here? My answer was, maybe. I hate when games do big pop-ups for shit like that. Like, oh, another player did something that you don't care about. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god! What? My character said hello. What protects you from strong enemies? Quick Alt F4. Yeah, dude. High level party member? Armor, of course. Wait, what? Oh, you... Oh, is this in-game marriage? Or is it... Oh, best friend. You become best friends. Oh, okay. Boo! I thought it was going to be a marriage system. I love games that have marriage systems. I don't know why. I love it. It adds such a fun role-playing aspect to it. Am I being shot at? I'm being shot at. I'm being shot at, you fucking sluts. How come you can shoot that far? My arrows don't go a fraction that far. DPS 82,158. I hate how it tracks your DPS. I really hate that. Why do you hate that? I don't like any DPS counters in MMOs. I've played like 1 or 2 MMOs. I think just one. And I think it was Guild Wars 2, where anytime you did a dungeon, anytime you did any group content, anything at all, and there was some asshole with a DPS counter, and you could have the highest DPS in the group. You have one like bad segment, which usually comes from the fact that the enemies die too quickly. You have one thing where you don't do the max DPS, and there's just some asshole like, on my DPS counter, I saw that you actually did the worst on the team, so you should stop sucking. It's so annoying. So annoying. And then like the next time you get number 1, they're like, oh hey, good job, you improved. Maybe I don't give a shit what you think and your stupid DPS counter. I know how to play a fucking game. I don't need your DPS counter to tell me how I'm doing. That's why I hate it. Because it's only used for elitist purposes. That's the only thing that DPS counters are used for. To judge or exclude others. Her music is so bad that the people here may have mental breakdowns and commit suicide before any attack from the Dark Elves could even arrive. Jesus Christ. The sound that resembles the cries of a monster from hell. I still don't know what fatigue is. What is fatigue? Teach me, game. Oh my god, where the fuck is my head? Where's my head? What the fuck? When I first played this, I remember there being a lot more players running around this town and doing their story. I also remember this bitch being integral in the story, yet we haven't spoken to her at all. Maybe I'm remembering from later on, but I honestly remember from like the start of the game having this bitch be like a huge part of it and never shutting up and judging my every move, and it was one of the best, it was the best part of the whole game. And I'm wondering if I'm just remembering something from later on, if I'm remembering the wrong person, or if because I'm an archer my story's different. It's a big load of bullshit. With the graphics of this game, I keep thinking that this is intended for kids, but someone has already died. All the characters are half naked. This dude just said bullshit. Already at level 12. I'm just blazing through this, man. As a reminder, 8 hours. Took me 8 hours to reach level 20. First time I played it. We're about to hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm already at level 12. Fucking amazing. I feel so OP. I am OP, because now they've just... For just starting the game now, you get so much free shit that just makes you so powerful. It's insane. It's like, it's a way to get you through the content to end game without the grind, right? And like other games have other ways of handling this. Like I said earlier, Lineage 2 literally just made it so they cut out almost every area of the game, almost every quest of the game, and they just made a couple new quests that level you from 1 to like 110 in like 4 hours. And that's how they handled it. This game just goes, let's make you super powerful so you can just blaze through it and ignore all the grind. And I prefer this. If you're gonna try to blaze someone to end game content, don't delete your game to do it. Let me play the story, let me play the quests in the order that it was meant to be played through. Don't just delete your game to get me to where you want me to get to, like Lineage did. Even like WoW did. WoW made it so you only had to play through a single expansion to get to the new content. And if you're a new player, they pick that expansion for you. They make you play Battle for Azeroth, the second newest one. I really hate that. I hate that so much because it's like throwing away years worth of work. So I really prefer this system. It's a shame that they have to do this to retain any interest in the game, but I really prefer how they just choose to make you OP, optionally OP at that, because you don't need to use this gear. You can just skip it. You can just throw it away and not use it. So they give you the choice too, and I really, really appreciate that. I think they handled this very well compared to how a lot of other games handle wanting to rush you through all their older content to get you to the end game so that they can have a more active player base. So I really like that. I think that's a really good way they went about handling that. But I'm gonna one-shot you. Whoop. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! You died.
What have we here?
My head! I don't recognize this bitch. Honestly, like, cutscene moments aside, the storytelling in this game is pretty weak. This is definitely in the lower percentile of MMO storytelling. Like, Terra, for example, had no voice acting, but it had an actually very interesting story if you read all the quest text. Playing this game when it actually had a bunch of players, right, and you could just hit party request, and you could just get players to go through these zones with every time you had a quest. Like, that must have been so much fun. Having 4 players running around these missions, you know? Teaming up and taking all this stuff on. It's a shame that I can't experience that. I didn't even really experience that when I played the game the first time, 4 years ago, because it was still fairly dead by that point as well. So there was no players, and that's part of why I think I quit. I think there was no players, so I just quit once I had enough footage to make a review. Whoa, what is the sky doing? Oh my god, was it doing that last time? Dude, look at that! Oh my god, I don't think it did that last time. Why is it doing it now? Puke! People will die just from eating this stuff, he says about his daughter's cooking. Oh, here's fatigue. I found it. Finally found it. It was at the bottom of my screen the whole time. Let's see. Unused daily fatigue accumulates, cannot exceed a maximum value. While fatigue is depleted, you cannot enter the stage. Really? So you can reach a point in the game where you just can't proceed anymore? You just can't keep playing because you've played too much? VIP fatigue, 150. Every mission costs me 600 fatigue. Is it like go to a cash shop and buy some more? $2.50 essentially to restore 6,000 daily fatigue. But I think it's like $2.50 to purchase 6,000 fatigue. That would be like 10 missions. So for every 10 missions, the game, like beyond your fatigue limit for the day, the game wants you to pay like $2.50. That's kind of crazy. Is the game really free to play in that case? New fatigue system. Okay, so this is from 2018. This is after I tried the game. I made my review before this was even a thing. Fatigue consumption applies regardless of difficulty of dungeon based on the character level. Does that mean it's going to get worse as I level up? What? The fatigue system was implemented by the Chinese government to prevent players from spending many hours playing online games to stop gaming addiction. What? I can't believe what I'm reading. Was acquired by the Chinese video game and book. Fuck China. Watch me get banned. Kind of like a phone game. Yes, exactly. Like the energy on a phone game. Except instead of waiting for it to recover over 30 minutes, you know? Like, you know, you go to take a shit and you're like, I'm going to play this phone game. You run out of energy within like 10 minutes. All right, time to get back to work. And then later you're like, man, I want a break. I'm going to go pretend to take a shit. You go back to your mobile game and now your energy's back. It's not like that because it's per day. It's per day. It only recovers at the end of a day. Wow, that's the worst thing about the game so far. It wasn't even I can't believe it! But I played the game just before they implemented that. Do you know what kind of a fucking rant I would have gone on in my review if they had that when I tried this game in 2017? You know the best part? I think I tried it in like December of 2017 as well. The literal final month of the year, right before they added this. You know, I feel like they needed a disclaimer for that, you know? Instead of calling the game free to play, call it free to play for 30 minutes. Oh, I can rebuy the newbie ring. Can you wear 2 of them? Only 10 gold. I'm making gold like crazy. Look, I can already afford an airship. You can wear 2 of them? The OP ring that's carrying me through the game, I can just pay a measly 10 gold for another one and wear a second one? What? The scaling of the game must make this irrelevant eventually, because why? Like, I can't believe that. I can wear a second one. That's insane. I thought sometimes the game just doesn't even register that I fired my attack. It's very weird. Like right there, it didn't register the first one that I shot. Didn't register that one either. So, you still miss. As like assassin or melee, you miss because you can literally clip through the enemies. As an archer, you miss just because your attacks don't get registered. Very strange. What the fuck? Corin stabs you as hard as he could. The spear tip goes right through the vest. And you. What? He steps back and stares at the spear shoved through you. Oh. I'm bleeding! This is blood! Huh. The feathers don't work. How disappointing. Why did you? I hate you! Look at this! Pull this thing out of me! Oh, I apologize. He yanks on the spear. It comes loose, along with more of your blood. I had hopes for these feathers. Do you mind not bleeding on my spear? Do you mind not bleeding on my spear? Oh my god, this is already the single best quest in the whole game. Yeah, have fun. Bye. Hair, it's ready. Put it on. If you think... He tackles you with his amazing speed and wrestles the vest onto you. As you get up, he grabs his spear. Wait, I don't need any more holes in me. No! Corin drives the spear into you. The vest flexes but does not break. You feel nothing. Huh. I'm okay. I'm okay. Why is the sky black? The sky is subject to a lot of graphical glitches. Another Minotaur. That's gonna get one shot. I actually remember this fight. I remember this from the first time I played this game. And this was actually a kind of challenging fight. There was a lot of mechanics and you had to run around and do a bunch of shit. But now you just run in if you want and just pew, you know? With all this OP stuff they give you. Just pew! Man, this boy is edgy. Oops. Oh! That voice acting was kind of quiet.
Not at all. You're the one who's getting sloppy.
Maybe don't talk shit at the beginning of a fight. How's that? That goes for both of you.
How tragic.
What is happening right now? Like, I can't see anything that's happening. Like, I think there's supposed to be characters here. We're supposed to be seeing fighting, but the characters aren't loading in. So we have all these epic camera angles, but the characters aren't. He's just a fucking floating torso punching the air right now because it's not loading in properly. What the fuck kind of bug is this? That whole fight just didn't load in. What even? All I know is that he won. Apparently this fatigue system was in the game for a long time, but the North American version just didn't get it until like 2018. 3,600 is recovered every day at 9 a.m. GMT plus 8. It can be stored up to 10,800. It's even worse. Oh god. If every time you enter a place is 600 and you can only get 3,800 every day, that's like 6 missions. That's like 6 missions and then you're out. Holy shit. At some point the game really just must become unplayable. Come on, hit him. Who cares if I'm more than 3 feet away? I'm using a bow. You stupid. Who can't fire further than 3 feet with a bow? It's not that hard. If you give a 5-year-old a bow, he will be able to shoot the bow further than that. I know this because I shot a bow when I was 5. Look at the texture in the background. Do you see what's happening when I move my camera around? What is that? You see that? You see the sky in the background? You can learn a new skill. Ah! Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Oh my god! Oh, the Matrix is breaking! Oh, it's invisible! It's invisible now. Scary dark elf lady.
We'll take that.
Ah! My head's gone! Oh god, I'm dying. Oh hey, the thing popped back into existence. Oh, he ate it.
Who sent you?
I'm so bright.
Goody. We get to do this the fun way.
Yeah, the main story is like so much different depending on which class you pick. Every class seems to have their own storyline. You know, how incapable you are in the story doesn't really match up anymore with how OP they make you at the start of the game with all the free shit they give you to try to blast you through the main story. Because at this point, you're just God. You're God and you one-shot every boss you meet. But in the cutscenes, you're just getting your ass kicked constantly, back and forth. So usually at the end of these first impressions, I like to do a pros and a cons list to kind of go over everything about the game and recap what was good and what was bad and figure out if it's a game that was worth playing. Well, for this game, for this year, I had such a hard time trying to think up any pros. The only thing I really got was the variety of classes. I'm not even going to bother touching the pros, alright? I have an entire page of cons. If you've watched this far, I think you've heard me vocalize these cons pretty well, but I'm going to go over them and recap some of my thoughts. So starting with the story. It's not a good story. The story is told very, very poorly in the side quests and the quest text of the main story, and every class seems to have its own story. Not every class, but every class archetype, because every class archetype has like 3 classes for some reason, which gives you the illusion that there's a lot of classes when there's really not. And some of these classes just have really boring stories. Like, I thought the Archer story was so boring, but when I did my review 4 years ago and I played the Assassin, the story and the characters in the story was my #1 pro for the whole game. The game is also buggy. There's a display bug with the chat. There's graphics bugs during the cutscenes and outside of the cutscenes. The hotbar resets all the items on it during an instance change except the cash shop items for some reason. The combat in the game, which I think I made a pro in the original review, now that I've played another class, I can say without a doubt it is a con. The melee attacks go through enemies, so if you're standing just in front of someone or basically inside of someone, you're not going to hit them. There's no colliders to clip through, and so you will actually just step through the opponent while doing all your melee attacks that love to bring you forward, and you will miss the opponent. AI don't really have this issue because they could just spin around on a dime, no problem. They don't have to control a mouse. They just whoop, now they're facing you and now you get hit. That's it. Ranged attacks miss like half the time for absolutely no reason at all. But you know, not if the AI are the ones shooting with a ranged attack. And your ranged attacks don't hit beyond 3 feet in front of your face. If you are any further than 3 feet, you will miss, even though the animation shows the arrow can clearly go further than that. The AI, once again, get a pass here. They can shoot 10, 20 yards away. They have all different kinds of weapons that don't play by these rules. But the player is limited with their bows, for example, to shooting just 3 feet ahead. I'm sure the magic works the same way. There's also a double tap dodge that you can't turn off, which I fucking hate. Do you know how easy it is to accidentally dodge when you have to double tap? It's also bound to shift, which is preferable, but you still have the double tap, and that's a huge problem for fluidity of gameplay. The game, I feel like, shouldn't even be called free to play. I feel like you should just call it pay to play because of the atrocious Chinese government imposed fatigue system that limits you to playing like 6 missions per day at the end game, I believe, which is what the game is trying to rush you to, but that's a completely different con on this list. Everything about the fatigue system, I hate it, and I feel like the game should be called pay to play instead because of it. The game is also pay to win in a lot of ways due to everything that's on the cash shop. You may look at it and just think, oh, you know, it's just cosmetic items. Well, this game doesn't really define things correctly. I didn't find this out till later in the game. Cosmetics in this game, they have stats. They're not cosmetic. I don't know why they call them cosmetic. That's a flat out lie. Your quote unquote cosmetics, your costume, is another part of your armor set, another part of your weapons. It has stats. These stats can be completely equivalent to or better than this gear you get in the game. I checked out a couple end game players to see what their gear looked like, and the game is balanced for you having outfits, these cosmetic outfits that actually boost your stats and are a necessity to properly gear up your character in the game. And you can buy these stat buffed outfits on the store. Half of the game's character progression can be paid for. What the fuck? You know, that's enough to let you skip through most of the game. But again, that's another topic. Combined with the needing to pay for potions just to replenish your fatigue, just to play the game, as well as having low bag space and low storage space that you need to pay like $5 per bag, $2.50 per storage window, I guess. It's just too much. The game is dying and it's kicking. And that's the next category, actually. The game is dying and it's kicking while it's dying. There's no players for group content, so most of the content has become just irrelevant. So many of the game's old systems have become irrelevant. They have clearly gotten rid of giant chunks of the game's progression. They've gone back and overhauled the entire questing and leveling system, the quest rewards, and everything about it is designed to push you forward. Every level only takes 10,000 XP. Every main story quest gives you 10,000 XP. Everything can be one shot while you're going through the game. The economy of the game is broken. The side quests only reward enhancement stuff, which is useful, but when I first played it, the game did not turn side quests into this miscellaneous thing to get you an item, which, by the way, you could buy more of on the cash shop. Forget earning anything in this game. Everything is purchasable with real money, and that's so fucking scummy. If your game is dying, do something to fix it. The design of the game is really bad in many different ways. For one, the tutorial just sucks. I didn't really learn anything in the tutorial, and I don't remember it being so bad. I feel like my knowledge of the game came from having played it before for a day and just it being similar to other MMOs. But the bad tutorial meant there were key systems like the fatigue system that I knew absolutely nothing about until I looked it up on a Wikipedia that I found on Google. Another bad design is, for example, every time a player does something the game deems semi-important, it just flashes up on your screen with a sound effect like swing. Guess what? This dude did some shit you don't care about. Alright, thanks for looking at that. Great. Thanks, game. Mounts are also useless as their speed buff applies even when unequipped. So, you know, you buy on the cash shop probably some really epic looking mount because all the other mounts suck and you want to show it off. Well, there's no point. Now you could say, well, even if the buff applies when you're not on the mount, you could still ride the mount so that you can show it off if you want, so you could be like you're on your mount. Well, you can, right? But then you're actually getting a worse gameplay experience because they take away most of your movement when you're on a mount. Only W and S, forward and back, does anything at that point. Looking around, moving around, only works with the mouse. Your A and D movement to strafe and look around, all that stuff is just gone. You lose half of your movement capability, which makes getting around the world a lot harder, a lot more inconvenient, a lot clunkier. So mounts are useless, whether you have them on or you have them off. There's a speed buff they grant you, and you don't even need to have them equipped to get that buff. It's weird. The game also has a DPS counter I don't like, especially because it rates you based on seconds spent in an instance, meaning to get the highest DPS you want, which I'm sure someone once upon a time cared about. You need to actually rush through the instance and skip everything in order to accomplish. There are chat options in the game when you're going through the dialogue that are just different parts of the same sentence or the same sentence written a different way. I saw many chat options and they were all pointless. Why even design a system where you have chat options if the chat options are going to be this fucking dumb and pointless? There's no point. You wasted your time. You could have spent that time on something else to actually make the game good and retain your player base instead of making some faulty system that has nothing going for it. World chat, the whole chat is fucked up, but world chat's another example. You need an item just to speak on world chat. To this day, maybe I understand it's an old game and that was a thing that some Eastern games liked to do back then, but look at today. You've already changed so much about your fucking game to the point where I went from giving you a very positive review in 2017 to today, I would not say one nice thing about you. You have proven you are willing to change so much stuff with this game, but the world chat still needs an item to speak? You have 100 fucking players, and you want to make it harder for them to speak to each other? These players are all you have left, and this world chat is one of their only methods of communication. And you want to make it harder for them to find groups and speak to each other. You want to make them have to pay a currency in order to do that. That's insane, man. You got balls if you think your game is going to survive with systems like this. And then finally, the localization of the game is just terrible. There's a lot of really bad translation and nonsensical conversation. There's many typing errors where subtitles don't match what someone says, where they don't put a space or punctuation or any kind of grammar, really. It's really, really bad. There's some voice acting that's also just in a different language. I don't know if it was Korean or Chinese, but for half of my skills, it was in some Asian language, and for half of them, it was in English, which is kind of an immersion breaker. Not the biggest deal. I've already gone over the biggest deals, but these are just some more qualms I had. And that's it. Condensed, that's my cons list. That's all of the things about this game. Much different than the review that I originally did. Is this game worth playing? No. No, definitely not. Do you know how many MMOs are out there? Do you know how many MMOs are releasing recently? Even the worst MMO of today is better than Dragon Nest today. Maybe it was different way back in the day when the game released, when it was new. It was certainly different in 2017, but today, this game sucks. It's not worth a single second of your time because you will not find it rewarding. I did not find any time I spent on this rewarding. This whole first impressions doesn't feel rewarding because the game feels like such crap, and that's that. I hope this first impressions was helpful or entertaining at least to you. I hope I have maybe saved you some time or reinvigorated your passion for this game. If that's what you were looking for, I'm not sure, but for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.